Hi everyone, Steve Crosby here. Thanks for joining us again for this fourth installment in our video blog series on the topic of health and healing for our bodies. One of the things we need to understand is that the Bible is not a Western book. It wasn't written to a bunch of white guys in Europe, Gentile mindsets. It's an Eastern book. And one of the reasons why I believe we don't see the kind of results that we would like to see in our lives and our community in this topic is because we bring into the text a Western worldview and Western presuppositions. We're not even on the same platform of understanding that Jesus, Paul, and the disciples and the apostles were in their day. It's imperative that we understand the world the way they do so that we can apply what they wrote with the understanding that they had so that we can get the results that they had. It's kind of like if I try to operate, let's say, a Windows 8 on a Windows 3.1 platform. Are any of you old enough to remember that? From 15 or 20 years ago. It wouldn't run. It would crash because it's not suitable code for that platform. And it's the same thing on the topic of healing. When we bring Western mindsets, particularly regarding how the immaterial world affects the material world, how our mind affects our body, things like that, we've got to get straight. It makes people nervous because sometimes people think you're getting into new age and positive thought sort of stuff. And in this book, we sort through all those issues to try to get us on to a culturally in-tune understanding of what Jesus wrote. Even, I'll give you one of the basics. We're an individualistic culture. Theirs was not an individualistic culture. Theirs was very much a community, tribal sort of culture. And we need to understand all those verses about healing in a community context. It's not about you, Jesus, the Bible, and your confession, and that's all you need. You see, and that's a big one for us. And we have got to sort these things out. And we do so in this book called Healing, Hope, and Hype. I encourage you, please, go to our webpage at stevecrosby.com and invest in it. It is a little expensive because it's a 300-page book. It's not necessarily easy to read. There's some theological sections in there, but there are some sections that I believe will answer questions for you. I give 40 reasons why we don't see the type of results that we'd like to see. And I've had people tell me, Steve, you've answered every question I've ever had on this topic. This book makes sense compared to either the crazy charismatic stuff or the faithless cessationist stuff. To me, it's a middle road. We also have some free resources at badchurchexperience.com. Go there, check us out, sign up, you get some free stuff. And for the rest of this blog and the rest of this series, please go to swordofthekingdom.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again the next time.